You know when you can feel someone's excitement? Did you just book a trip to Cabo? Let me guess, you're staying at the beautiful Santa Fe Resort. How do I know these things? Well, you're in luck because I just got back and I'm going to fill you in on what you can expect. We'll cover overall temperatures, resort amenities, your room, entertainment, food, the beach, excursions, and any other tips that I can squeeze in for you. Are you ready? Let's talk about the weather in Cabo. I would say between 9:30 a.m. and 4:30, 5 p.m. is hot, it's bikini weather, you're good to go. Anything before that, early mornings, you need a light sweater, even light linen pants. I've seen people in puffer jackets, scarves, you name it. It's just a matter of where you're coming from and what you're used to. But that was something I was not expecting. Keep in mind we are here in January, so temperatures will change depending on when you come to Cabo. So I'm personally really happy that my hair is not a frizz ball. It's dry here, it's not that hot. My boyfriend doesn't even like hot vacations, and he's saying that this is the perfect weather. So temperatures kind of ranged from 18 degrees in the morning to 25, 26 degrees Celsius throughout the day. I just wanted to say that I did reach out to the Riu Santa Fe in hopes to collaborate, but I didn't hear back, so everything you're going to get in this video are my honest opinions. So once you arrive at the airport, the Riu Santa Fe does offer a complimentary shuttle service, which is about 45 minutes from the airport to the hotel. The only thing is that we had to wait for another couple, so that took way longer than expected. Overall, the hotel is clean, it's very busy, tons of activities, which we'll cover in a little bit. A lot of people had these towel clips, and nobody told me about them. But the next trip, I'm definitely grabbing some. And this resort has lots of Instagram-worthy photo spots. It's very aesthetically pleasing, and it's well maintenance. The pools are a lot colder than I was expecting. It took us maybe like 15 minutes to get in each time, and other people were saying the same. Overall, a good variety of drinks. I had a lot of non-alcoholic smoothies. One tip I can leave you with right now is to bring good shoes because there is a lot of walking. Before we get into the activities the hotel offers, know that this Riu Santa Fe, there are two more Riu hotels right beside each other, so it might get a little confusing, but we are specifically talking about the Riu Santa Fe. The activities are always listed on a screen near the lobby, and the fitness program has a paper outside of the fitness area. I did a lot of dance classes. That's what I showed up for every day. Sometimes people didn't show up, but they still ran the classes, so I really loved that about the resort. This was also my first time using a gym on vacation. It was so beautiful. When I went, there were barely any people there. I think in the mornings was the busiest times. So I'm an afternoon gym goer, so I'm good with that. They also had a hot tub and a sauna. You have to reserve that. I didn't know about that. We kind of overheard somebody and then we got in, but the sauna was broken, so something worth checking out. I'm not going to talk too much about the room because there are tons of YouTube videos giving room tours, but what I do appreciate is that they always loaded us up with tons of towels, but otherwise the room was pretty standard, so let's keep going. Where we're staying as well is in the party zone, which I thought was going to be super loud, but it's fine. I brought earplugs. I haven't had to wear them, so if your room does get put in that section, we are in Villa 9, you're going to be fine. You'll be with the party people though. Another perk about being situated by the party villas is that you have a water park right outside. My boyfriend was the brave one and went first. He actually came out shaking and said it was taller than he imagined. So after his experience, I decided to not go down. I also had a concussion way back when, so I don't like to risk things anymore. Now let's cover the nightly entertainment. As usual, by the lobby there is a screen with every night's activities. They had lots of live music, great performances. I've been to a lot of all-inclusive vacations, and I would say these performances were above average. I was pleasantly surprised. Hopefully you will be too. If you're here looking to party, the Riu Santa Fe, I think, has you covered. They've got parties going multiple times a week, some in the mid-afternoon, some in the evenings. You can definitely check out the schedule online. Otherwise, they have themed parties. So they have a neon party, a jungle party, a white party, which is what we have going on today. We've seen a couple of fights. They were removed. but you never know what's going to happen. I would suggest bringing water shoes because there's tons of people, tons of, that's just me. Yesterday, Diego and I entered a contest. It was a dance competition, but we ended up winning. Like out of the whole resort, we went up. I think we danced to 5 different songs, from bachata to some other random ones I can't even remember, but the crowd/audience votes. So if you were at the Riu during the time that we were performing, thank you very much. And it was just such a good core memory experience. So I encourage you to get up on that stage. You don't have to be a professional dancer. Try something new. Put yourself out there. You never know what's going to happen. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the nightclub. It's closed on Sundays and Mondays. This is directly in the hotel. It opens at 11 and it goes till 4 a.m. We got there right at 11 on a Saturday and it was kind of empty, but give it half an hour, don't leave, and it's going to be packed. They play a variety of music, a lot of like reggaeton, dance music, techno, dare I say. So there's a good variety for everyone, and I'm sure if you make a request to the DJ, they'll play your song. And for my sport lovers out there, yes, there is a sports bar playing lots of soccer, football, whatever you want. Things are playing, also depending when you go. And yes, you better believe we went in a couple of times. More than I'd like, but I liked the energy and the vibe, so it was all good. Okay, now I'm hungry, so let's eat. At the Riu Santa Fe Hotel, let's just go through how food is organized. We've got the main buffet, which is good, and they've got, I believe, 4 specialty restaurants. We've got an Italian, Japanese, a steakhouse, and Mexican. We've been to 3 of them already, and I just want to share this experience because normally when I've been to all-inclusives, you reserve in advance. Me and my boyfriend, we've been talking about the pros and the cons, but they've changed the system. So right now it's a first come, first serve basis, which we see why it works that way, because if you're only here for a weekend or 4 days, you're never going to get into those restaurants because they're always like jam-packed. So from my experience in the past, if you're here for a week, the day you arrive, you book your specialty restaurants for the end of your stay because everything is booked up. But the issue here is that when you are waiting in line, like for instance yesterday, we waited 2 to 3 hours before we got in and got our food. This was at the steakhouse in particular. I don't know, we didn't like that experience. I've read a bunch of reviews online and no one seems to like it, but there's just a better way to do it, I believe. And they open from 6:30 to 9:30 for dinner. We arrived at like 5:45-ish and we didn't eat till 9, like get our food till 9 p.m. So personally, it wasn't worth it for the steakhouse for us, but we've tried the Italian and the Mexican, and we both kind of got lucky getting into those restaurants, and those were 10 out of 10, so highly recommend. But overall, food here is really good. I am so happy with how much, well, I don't know if I'm happy with how much we're eating, but like there's so much flavor, and I just remember other all-inclusives and you kind of just stick to what you know. I don't know if that's because my boyfriend's Mexican and he's showing me what the other items are, so I think he's also opened my eyes like this is really good, but it's something I would have never grabbed. And when we see other like Americans, Canadians for breakfast, let's say, I see them grabbing pancakes and toast and, you know, the standard American breakfast. But I encourage you to try some other things. I'm going to put some images here that my boyfriend actually encouraged me to try. And they were so good, and it's what I've literally been eating every single day since I've tried it the first time. I also have to mention that the tacos near the main square / lobby area, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, so good. And now for the part you've really been waiting for, let's talk about the beach. Number 1, if you want to rent any sporting equipment, you have to find an entertainment staff because they're going to make you physically sign it out and then sign it back in and vice versa. Also, you cannot swim at the beach. It's advised against because the waves are pretty harsh, especially this time of year. As for people who sell you things, there is a strict line by the hotel where everybody kind of stands behind, and at that point you can bargain with them I also had a massage on the beach. It cost around 800 pesos, which was $50 Canadian, give or take. Wouldn't necessarily recommend it. I didn't mind the technique, but just if you're on a table, that's fine. I was essentially on the floor, like on the sand, so I thought it would be more authentic. My face was like squished to one side. It was just like hard to breathe. If you are gonna do a massage on the beach, at that point I would suggest doing it through the hotel so you'll have the proper equipment, or just go into town. If you ever feel like exploring off the resort and going to the marina, we went a bunch of times, and if there's one thing you're going to hear from this entire video, it's to download Uber ahead of time. Because if you take a cab, it's going to cost you around $20 to get to the marina from the Riu Santa Fe Hotel. Or if you take an Uber, it's going to cost you $5. You are going to have to exit outside of the Riu Santa Fe entrance because Ubers are not technically allowed, so do with that information what you will. And if you haven't already dolled yourself up for this vacation, I would suggest to get your manicure, pedicure over there, get your hair cut. Everything starts opening up in the marina around 11 a.m. We arrived around 9 a.m. We also wanted to look at excursions. If there's anywhere you're going to book it. They are not at your hotel. The hotel wanted to charge something around $120. We ended up going for $40 Canadian. Moral of the story is, have fun, bargain, and make sure you feel safe because that's your number one priority. On our whale watching tour, we obviously hit the standard Cabo tourist spots. We didn't feel the need to stop at the little beach. Everything was on our boat. The tour guide explained everything. That was enough for us. If you are going to see whales, I suggest booking the very early time slot. We got the second one and we saw them a little bit, but because there were more people out, they weren't fully coming out. The marina at night really comes alive. I always love buying food from people passing by that are selling street food. I just find it so authentic. The whole point is get out of your comfort zone and try new things. If you are a seafood lover, you are going to absolutely enjoy every second of the marina. They have so many options and variety. I personally do not eat fish, so I stayed away from that. And before I let you go, always take some extra tissue paper, toilet paper in your purse, because a lot of the times they charge you for toilet paper when you want to use the public restrooms. That's it for me. If you've enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. If you have questions, I'm here for you. And of course, find me on social media at Olivia Gudaniec. See you then.